Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about the new Slayer in the Buffy reboot has been cast. So Deadline has reported on this, and it is Kiera Armstrong. I'm not too familiar with her. She was in that Star Wars Skeleton Crew, but I did not watch that. However, I did watch her in Anne with an E back in the day, but she was just a little kid. So I'm not really sure how her acting is now that she's older, but she's only 15 years old. They really casted a really young person for this role. I would have assumed they would have casted like an adult playing a teen or something like that. I don't know if she's athletic, but of course Sarah Michelle Gellar wasn't athletic back in the day either. In the earlier seasons, relying on a stunt double until she started doing the majority of her stunts in the later years and everything. So, nowadays when they have people do action, they really push them with like action. So hopefully, she can do some like really good action type stuff. I have to say, I'm actually surprised they didn't go with a person of color because, Buffy was an extremely white series and there was rarely ever any black people. And whenever there was, they would treat them really badly and stuff. And I've seen a bunch of smart ass little white boys on Twitter and everything talking about, oh, I'm surprised it's not a DEI hire. Oh, you see what happened when white people put their foot forward and opened doors for themselves? I'm so sick of racist white boys on Twitter and YouTube. I'm so sick to death of them. It's like, I just don't understand why people are still racist in 2025. Like, seriously. Like, it's not the old days no more. I just don't get it. It's one comment after another. And don't even get me started on the whole Ironheart thing. There's so much bigotry going on online, but that one trailer is insane, and she's an original character. But anyways, I am surprised, but not in a toxic kind of way, that they didn't go with a person of color. Only because, the very first Buffy was white in the movie. The second one was white. Then they did have and then of course the show was almost predominantly white and everything. But then in a few years ago, a lot of people don't know this, there was actually an audio recording of like a new Buffy series that was created by Amber Benson, who played Tara on Buffy. And they actually casted a woman of color for the Slayer, and the whole cast embraced it and stuff like that, and it was a big milestone because Buffy is a predominantly white series and stuff. And then of course here comes Hulu rolling back on DEI and hired like a white person. Now my speculation is just because this is a legacy character and everything. Most likely, I assume she might play Buffy's daughter. So that would explain some things. If not, then I'm very disappointed in the way Hollywood will appeal to bigotry and everything and want to roll back on DEI. I guess it's gonna be back in the 1990s and stuff where I see another predominantly white series, and it's like that if you're lucky enough to see that one black person, that one Latino person, or that one Asian person for like a couple of seconds, and then they're gone off screen. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.